All right, good morning. Hey, welcome to the 2020 Silicon Valley Global Innovation Summit. I'm Hunter Muller, founder and CEO of HMG Strategy, and delighted to be here. My team and I are excited and delighted to be here. We have our partners in the back of the room, and it's really a pleasure to have the partners here actively engaged, but we're gonna have to work together because it's a tight room. So if the conversations in the partner pavilion can kind of, when we're in session, be minimal, that would be really appreciated to the respect of the speakers and our attendees, our audience here. That's one of the unique models that HMG has, is really connecting you with what we find or what we think are the A1, Tier 1 software, security, hardware, service providers, solution providers. They find us because they know we have the most innovative, edgy, disruptive network of tech leaders, not only in Silicon Valley, not only in the United States, but in the world. And the culmination of today, really, it's a journey, really. It's a 30-plus year journey. And many of you have heard this, but give me 1 minute on it. I remember when I started my consultancy practice in 1988, and true story, Gideon Gartner, the founder of Gartner. Now, who thinks Gartner matters, or Gartner has a major influence on our industry over the last 40 years? Pretty significant, right? I mean, people pay a lot of money to get into that magic quadrant, just placed just right for advisory services to Gartner. But I think there's a better way, and it's by having the #1 peer network, independent peer network in the world. Independence matters. If we learn anything from this crazy global meltdown, melt-up we've been going through over the last two plus years, we've learned that independence matters, right? Independence matters and objectivity matters, right? And we've learned who our partners are, right? Who's a partner, a real true business partner, when you have those tough business discussions, when you feel like the world is kind of, the wheels are coming off the car and the world's coming to an end, back about 26 months ago when the pandemic first rolled across Asia, rolled across Europe, rolled across North America in March 10th. I remember March 10th of 2020, the Dow opened up that morning. The Dow was down 2,000 points that morning, and it felt like the world was coming to an end. And I knew that we had to, as a company, as a leader, we had to think differently, and we had to lead differently. Now, show of hands, how many people really were tested on their leadership style, their professional performance over the last, say, 25 months? How many people had to reinvent and reimagine and rethink the playbook and how they lead, how you lead? How many people? Everyone, right? And so I'm here to say, I think that this group right here today in Silicon Valley, this summit right here is our third live in-person summit in 2022. My team and I could not be more thrilled to be here with you. And I think we're going to create the industry standards out of today. We're digitally recording it. We spent millions of dollars in the digital platform at HMG Strategy, the digital assets. So this event goes way beyond just today. It gets amplified and blown up on our media model that does 1 million impressions a week worldwide. And we'll create a best of reel from today, and we'll broadcast it to the world. So it goes way beyond just today, but I actually think, I remember I was talking to Trevor Schultz here earlier today. I remember being here 14 years ago when we opened up in Silicon Valley, and the top CTO at McKesson, Fortune 10 company, said, your network, your platform is creating the trends and the language, the lexicon that matters. And I'm going to suggest that today, that we all collectively, the collective genius in this room, in Silicon Valley, right here at Hotel Nia, we can rewrite and focus on today and the future what truly matters in technology, business technology, what matters in the C-suite, what matters in the boardroom, what matters in the line of business. And why? We've done the work. HMG's done the work. We did over, when the wheels, back in March of 2020, look, we're an in-person event company. I didn't think we were going to be in business in a year. But we doubled down. We launched Summit of America in 10 days. It was a digital summit. We did over 190 digital summits in 2 years, and the HMG team really accelerated in the digital age. I said we're going to be a digital agency, and that's exactly what happened. And now we're doing both. We're doing both in-person and digital. But what are the top 3 issues for us today as a tech leader? Let's just do a little straw poll here. Top 3 issues. We have a microphone right here in front. Trevor, top 3 issues as a global CIO, right here. Trevor, one or 2 issues? It's early. Talent?
Yeah, I was going to say talent.
Being a talent magnet?
Being a talent magnet. I think, security still rules.
Security?
And growth.
And growth, right. Perfect. Any other bills?
Yeah, flexibility.
Flexibility?
Flexibility and speed of decision making and adapting and changing.
Thanks, Ralph. Speed, adaption. How about reimagining, rethinking your whole innovation profile and how you interface with the business and the C-suite?
Yeah, fundamentally different than it was 2 years. Creativity and innovation.
Creativity, great. Thanks, Christopher. Yes?
Technology, machine learning, blockchain, crypto, technology.
Exactly. Okay, so we have the beginning here of a really amazing session here today. And again, we're digitally recording it. August Policio, you'll meet him here in just a minute, one of our digital gurus. But Tom Hoffman will be writing this up, and we'll be, again, broadcasting it across the globe in terms of what happened here today, in terms of the history of what matters. Because I think the collective genius, look, who loves being in Silicon Valley, the #1 innovative hub in the world, right? Truly, right? Amazing. So again, excited to be here. A big round of applause for our advisory board members, conference chairs and advisory board members. Thank you very much. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you. It's been an amazing journey. We have some 30 advisory boards around the world, from London to Toronto to across all the major markets in North America. And what I decided, I knew this long ago, but we decided that in this pandemic, we wanted to study something different. We didn't want to be like Gartner. We didn't want to be like any other event company. We didn't want to be like Salesforce at Dreamforce. We wanted to study what matters most for you to be a leader in the C-suite, the line of business, and the board, where leadership matters, right? Leadership matters more than ever. Your leadership skills, you're refining your go-to-market, your leadership skills, how you help your team think differently, how you interface with the line of business, the board, the C-suite, right, and the CEO. And we wanted to study innovation that turns into invention. And I mean, did you see this morning, the blowout earnings that Tesla delivered in the last quarter? Insane, right? And I think we can all learn a lot from a guy like Elon Musk and Tesla and how it applies to our world and how to think differently, how to think creatively, how to win. Winning matters more than ever, but leadership matters more than ever. Leadership, recruiting, retaining, and followership matters. You're going to hear these themes throughout today over and over and over again, but the message is if your leadership isn't working, your leadership style, we're talking bold, authentic, real leadership, that's how you get real followership, right? And that's how you win in a zero unemployment environment, negative employment environment on a global level, right? Competing for the war on talent. So we're taking a more global point of view, a global perspective to help you accelerate your brand, accelerate your career off our digital platform as we help you think differently and inspire you to grow and to become that modern day leader that's going to win and be successful. So to that end, we launched a series of research offerings that help you connect to our global leaders around the world. August, do you want to come up to the stage and talk about actionable insights, the actionable insights stack? It's a global offering that has been in the making for decades, and we rolled it out. We're rolling it out here today to show you. August?
The Actionable Insights Stack is HMG's newest project in delivering the research that technology leaders like you want to hear. It's the most relevant research program out there, hopefully, and there's no analysts, it's not analyst-driven, it's peer-driven, it's authentic, it's bold, it's the leadership qualities and strategies that you need to know now.
So we're looking for thought leaders that want to be part of the question-answer model, and we're looking for clients, right? I'll give you the example. A top global CIO says, Hunter, who do you know at XYZ vendor? I have a breach right now going on in Germany. I need help. I don't know I can't escalate it within this partner company of mine. Within 2 emails, they were talking to the right person at the company. They had the solution in place in Germany within 24 hours. That's how quickly this model works. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, we have our Q4 report from 2021 on all of the tables. Take a look. If you want to join the Actionable Insights Stack, please come see me outside in the partner pavilion at some point.
Thanks, August. Great job. Yeah. And again, we talked about our digital investments. I realize now more than ever we spend over $1 million a year on just keeping the digital platform alive and evergreen, looking to brand you, to connect you to the HMG model, the HMG, if you will, thought leadership platform. So, today we have some amazing partners here. One of our partners who's not here physically today, but we're doing a rolling research survey, is Zscaler. Please take our survey. Is it on the tables, August? There's a Zscaler survey on your table. If you take the survey at some point today, pass it in as you leave, and you'll get a copy of the report, plus you might win an iWatch 7. And then we just met yesterday, our CIO Alliance, the CELA. It was a great session with senior-level global executives, invitation only. If you're interested in learning more about the CIO Alliance, it's a great way to connect with peers around the world, cross-industry, in an intimate club-like setting. Reach out to myself, Rob Kowalski here. Rob, you want to wave your hand? Or Mark Policio. Mark's here with us, too, or anyone on the HMG team. Thanks. We're going to be incredibly busy in 2022. We're looking at over 25 in-person summits across the globe, 25 dinners, digital summits, digital roundtables. We're back here in Silicon Valley, June 14th for a CISO summit, global CISO summit in Palo Alto. Anyone interested in getting involved with that, please reach out to myself, Rob Kowalski, or Mark Policio. And one of the latest things that we've been innovating on, this is pretty exciting, HMG Ventures. It's an idea we've been working on for 4 or 5 years. We launched in the pandemic, already done 8 investments. We're looking for tech leaders that would want to be on a panel to look at hot, cool companies that we're seeing because they're finding us before they go raise their A rounds with the big VCs on the hill. They want to meet you first, get their account, the logos in place, and then go raise their A. So that's one idea. The other idea is we're looking for investors as well. So you can reach out to me directly at hunterm@HMG Strategy if you're interested. Again, we couldn't do what we do without our partners. Our partners are so invaluable to make this model work. So a big round of applause for our presenting partners, Tonkean and Zendesk. Thank you very much. Again, platinum partners, Acera, Ariaka, OutSystems, RingCentral, and SnapLogic. Thank you very much. Our new partner, IntelliSwift, new to us, but very familiar with the Valley, has a lot of FANG companies as clients. Of course, everyone knows Moveworks, Sprinklr, Synopsys, and Upwork. Thank you very much. Appreciate your support. And I want to invite, again, August Policio back up to the stage to talk about some more about our digital assets and our digital go-to-market. August, good to see you.
Thanks for having me here, Hunter. So I want to talk a little bit about the spread and the breadth of our digital footprint. So there's probably about 100 people in this room, maybe a little more. Already about 5,000 individuals on the World Wide Web have engaged with this summit today through our social media platform. So there's pictures on LinkedIn from dinner last night and networking this morning. It's amazing the amount of reach that you have. Social media is the most incisive way to get your name and your message out there. So we've been incredibly lucky to build a team between Connor Claflin, Ryan Russo, and myself, developing newsletters and social media outreach that reaches about 1 million people a week. And if you have anything you want to post today, please hashtag HMGSVGIS, that's HMG Silicon Valley Global Innovation Summit, and help us get the word out.
And don't forget Tom Hoffman and Mike Barlow.
And Tom Hoffman and Mike Barlow.
Excellent.
We're very excited about the 2022 Global Leadership Institute. We've been running the Best CIO Award program for over 12 years now. One of the most amazing builds that we had recently is now we're cross-industry, cross-functional, the premier program for recognizing talent in IT and security and beyond. I'll be very delighted, Hunter and I, to induct the 3 newest awardees into the Global Leadership Institute today. Trevor Schultz, who is an elite alumni of the program, Chris Beatty, who will be joining us from ServiceNow, and Gautam Palapa, who recently launched his book, Leading with Empathy. You'll hear more from all of them later today. Thank you.
Great stuff, August. Thanks. And then I'd like to call on Tony Lang. Tony, do you have a microphone? No? Right out front. Tony's been a great friend of mine in the Valley for going on 15 years. And we met back in 08. Mark's dear friend Mark Settle introduced us. And it's been a famous relationship for 14 years.
Need this to be on, because I think most of you know this is my real voice. You know, it was quite interesting at the start of COVID. Those of you who know me know that my voice has been like this 30 plus years. At the start of, before COVID, people used to be sympathetic. Are you okay? Can we get you lemon tea? I got to. Then when COVID struck, people would like hear me and they just run away, because they thought, this guy's like sick, I'm going to get infected by him and all the rest. But now that we're back in person, it is so nice to be able to shake hands without feeling paranoid, to see people I haven't seen for a while. Thank you so much for coming back into this environment. There's something wonderful about, the corporal reality. Digital is great. But corporal reality, physical molecules and seeing people is absolutely wonderful. And so great to see all of you. We're going to talk a lot about leadership, and we had a wonderful seller meeting yesterday. And I think we all know that command and control is dead as a leadership approach. Before COVID, you could actually get away with it. But when COVID hit, no one had a plan. It wasn't like, I know this, I got this. No one had the plan. You had to trust people that you already knew, and you had to let them do stuff that you couldn't manage, you couldn't control, you couldn't day-to-day be on top of. And those kind of leaders and that kind of style allowed what Ralph talked about, innovation, speed, getting things done really quickly. That kind of leadership style enabled organizations like that to flourish. And we're going to unpack that a little bit today, because now it's about character, competence, trusting, inspiring teams. That has become the hallmark of successful businesses, because I believe that the purpose of every organization is to find and keep customers. That's it. If you are not involved in that, you're not relevant, because that's what's important, finding and keeping customers. And in this world, there's lots of ways of doing that, mostly driven by digital innovation and technology, and you need to move really quickly. So I love the fact that Hunter provides deep content as well as relevant leadership input as well, to enable everybody to grow and become better leaders. And that's why I'm a huge fan of this organization, and why I love to see all of you here today. So welcome, great to see you all again. Back to you.
Thanks, Tony. Great stuff.